heading west along the 49th parallel. Once an adventure that founded this great nation. A race to claim the land and make an impermeable mark. Today, we take it for granted. But in the Canadian Rally Championship, heading west is what it takes to claim the title. A commitment of 4,000 kilometers across prairies and mountains. British Columbia's Pacific Forest Rally, the first of two Western events, could crown a champion this weekend. But these challenging mountain roads also have the power to eliminate contenders. Drive 2 hours through the coastal mountains from Vancouver and you'll find yourself here in Merritt, British Columbia. Best known as Canada's country music capital, for the past 12 years it's been home to the Pacific Forest Rally, round 4 of the Canadian Rally Championship.
Right now I'm excited, I want to get started, a little bit nervous, feel good about the car.
Feels really good to be here in Merritt. It's a rally that I really like. A lot of new stuff here at the rally with very challenging new roads, so very exciting, and hopefully we have a good run.
There's a lot of stuff that we're all making notes for the first time, so maybe it's a little bit of a more even playing field. Some of the stages I got to the end, I thought I really want to drive that, and that doesn't happen very often.
Having that suspension problem and having my co-driver hurt, that's really hard on the team. So my co-driver for today is Martin Brady, so it's a really experienced co-driver. I used to do pace now, half French and half English, so now we're doing all pace note in English. It's a lot of learning for me. First stage, it's going to be the test, the ultimate test.
This rally boasts a string of long, difficult stages, each over 23 kilometers. Night stages and weather can often be a factor too. The forestry roads in the area are fast and flowing, but they're filled with unexpected gotchas. With championships on the line, teams are expecting to be at maximum attack from the start. Just ask two-wheel drive competitor Chris Greenhouse.
Really felt good to win that one at Ep04. It was a long time coming. I hadn't won a two-wheel drive national in over 3 years, so today's an important day. We want to come out here and do well from the beginning and hold that. Yeah, so don't really want to sit back and rest and take it easy the first couple stages and get a feel for it. We want to come out swinging.
The Canadian Rally Championship is presented by Subaru, confidence in motion, and supported by Yokohama Tire Canada. The event begins late in the day on Friday. With just a few daylight stages, drivers who are less confident in the dark will want to set some fast times before nightfall. For Subaru Rally Team Canada, they're looking to set the pace right off the bat and maintain a lead. Being first on the road guarantees a dust-free drive, but also means sweeping the road clean of loose gravel. This time, sweeping cows off the road is what sets them back.
20, right 5 over crest, and right...
Rowe and Richard avoid making mincemeat, but lose precious time. Next on the road is Subaru's main rival, Antoine Lestage and Alan Ockwell. The Yokohama-sponsored team is the crew to beat this weekend, having won the last 3 events in dominant fashion. Their pace, coupled with cattle-free roads, gives them an early lead. Third to tackle the stage is the Can-Jam team of Alexandre Berland and Irishman Martin Brady.
Right 4 at the top on Monte, it's plus. It's right 4 plus, right 4 plus, right 4 plus on Monte.
Berland is a talented rising star in the series, but he's got a bigger hill to climb this weekend. He's busy learning English pace notes on the fly. He's steady in third, despite it all. Further down the order, a battle of titans is forming in the two-wheel drive class. Derek Nelson, in his rear-wheel drive BMW, is blisteringly fast, making the series regulars nervous. Many teams are pushing their pace notes and talent to the limit to get ahead before dark. These teams get away with their small mistakes. Two-wheel drive favourites Chris Greenhouse and Billy Irvin are also pushing hard.
Into a turn 5 left long. Care deceptive. Oh, that was a hard lick. Yeah, that didn't feel good. I'm not gonna lie.
The team doesn't know it yet, but their rally is over. They battle on to the end of the stage, but are forced to retire. Their car is simply too damaged to continue. As the top teams arrive for their only service stop of the night, reality is setting in for Chris Greenhouse.
Kind of overcooked a fairly fast corner and spun. Kind of thought we were going to save it. The car just kind of kept going and going and going, and it looks like that will be our championship.
A heartbreaking end for one team, but the rally continues when we come back. The sun has tucked away on the first day of the Pacific Forest Rally, and many teams are feeling the pressure.
It's a tough start to the rally.
If they didn't know it before, they know it now. This rally is a challenge from start to finish. Lestage and Ockwell have managed a small lead over Rowe and Richard, and the battle for third sees 4 teams all within a minute. Less than a quarter of the way through, and the leaderboard is riddled with teams battling issues.
It went really well in the first stage, won the stage by 15 seconds, had a clean run, and the second stage, though, quite early in the stage, we started to have power steering problems, and midway through the stage, we completely lost it, so it was really hard. So now we need to change the power steering pump.
Really difficult couple of stages. The surfaces are really changeable. There's some like clay surface, and I said I was going to attack from the word go, and then early on to the stage, first stage I braked hard. Not much happened, and I'm on the handbrake trying to get the car slowed down. Antoine took a bit of time out of us on the first stage, which wasn't great. And then the second stage, we had to literally stop for a herd of cows.
Yeah, we had a coupled cow at the beginning of the second stage, so but that's part of the rally.
Well, we started first day. We've done 2 short stages, about 23 kilometers altogether, and we're getting back into the rhythm. I feel the absence of the last 4 months.
We want redemption for last year. We went off on the first stage, so we have something to prove here.
All right, how to drive. Fun part.
Yeah.
Okay. Any coach.
Q&J.
Question why you do that.
Looks like we're gonna have a race with Chris Greenhouse, but he went off. So the other guys that are right by us are in the Porsche. We caught them on stage, so we put a good minute on them.
With service done, the teams head out for the final, grueling set of night stages. With so many teams battling issues, the leaderboard could see even more surprises by the end of the day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
For Lestage and Ockwell, darkness isn't a game changer.
Long, don't cut. Into right 5 plus, into left, into right 4 plus.
Lestage knows these roads well and has a solid track record in the dark. He's leading, and thoughts of the championship are surely creeping into his mind. A win here, and he will secure a 7th Canadian title. For Subaru's Martin Rowe and Natalie Richard, these stages remain a learning ground.
And left 6.
In just their second event together, their focus is on finding their rhythm and speed. In 5th sits Alberta's Boris Georgievich and Liane Janila. They are the top production all-wheel drive class team. With limited modifications allowed, production class helps keep costs in check. Yet this team is giving the open class cars, like that of Belland and Brady, a run for their money. Alex's quest to learn his English pace notes seems to be going well. The chaotic in-car footage has subsided and his pace has increased. This means he can stop looking over his shoulder at the teams trying to catch him and concentrate on reeling in the teams ahead.
Crest into right 4. Opens, right 4. Hey, what's that? No gear?
But for the second rally in a row, mechanical issues end his rally early.
I don't know. Okay, can we turn it off and turn it on? Okay. Can you turn off your lights? Will it start with lights?
The mysterious gremlin will leave the Can Jam team stranded on stage.
Okay, I'll need to get out for the next car.
4 cars are separated by 45 seconds for the final podium position. Antoine Lestage can breathe easier tonight, knowing his closest championship rivals won't be adding any points to their total this weekend.
Ça, je pense 4 km du départ, là, fait qu'on a commencé le dernier stage. Le char est arrêté. Je pense que c'est le moteur, fait que je sais pas, on va voir qu'est-ce qui se passe.
A difficult first day of rallying is in the books. Day 2 dawns after the break.
Imagine taking on the same Yokohama tire technology that helps racers dominate the worst winter conditions around the world and optimizing it to help drivers take on Canadian winters with a tread that provides trust and control against extreme winter roads. Our new IceGuard line is formed from an advanced water-absorbing compound for optimal grip. Don't just stand up to Canadian winter, conquer it with the all-new eco-friendly IceGuard IG52C by Yokohama.
In rally, a new day doesn't equal a fresh start. The time gained and time lost last night still remains, but you can never underestimate a fresh mind. For Antoine Lestage, securing his 7th Canadian driver's title is a clear focus. But with the majority of the stage miles still ahead, it is anything but a sure thing. On the way to the first stage, Subaru Rally Team Canada has noticed a small alignment issue.
We only got 4 minutes till we check in, so...
Luckily, one of the Rocket Rally mechanics is competing behind them, and it's a quick fix. Behind the 2 top teams is a slew of cars ready to try and take 3rd spot away from Hardy Schmidtke and John Hall.
3, 2, 1.
Yokohama Rally Team Canada starts first today. Thus far, they've continued their dominant ways. Possibly their biggest strength is risk management. Lestage always seems to have a winning pace, but rarely takes unnecessary risks. Today is no different.
3, 2...
Rowe and Richard aren't taking unwarranted risks either. They are steadily gaining pace on the series leaders. But finding the last few percent of speed is always the hardest. For the moment, they're making big strides. Hardy Schmidtke and John Hall are also making big progress. For a team that has been out of action for much of the year, finding themselves holding on to 3rd place is outstanding. The question is, can they hold it? Boris Georgievich and Lian Janila are punching well above their weight. Boris has run most of this season's events, and with his newfound pace, he's in podium contention, holding off Kenny Wall and Aaron Newman. All of them are keeping an eye on these guys. Derek Nelson and Adam Newell stirred up a storm yesterday. Their rally car has chewed up all the 2-wheel drive competition, and now they have their eye on the top 5 overall. They are very fast. But that's not surprising, considering Derek's day job.
So I work at Dirtfish, that's my normal day-to-day job. So I'm fortunate enough to work at a rally school. It's got 315 acres of practicing grounds. So I manage a shop and take care of the fleet of cars. Today we're doing a lot of work on the BRZs, which is our new fleet of two-wheel drive cars. And before that stuff comes in, I get to do a little work on my baby that I get to go race. I think rear-wheel drive is just the most fun per dollar. I race front-wheel drive, which is a lot of fun and teaches you some great skills. But I think I just have more fun rear-wheel drive because you spend more time sideways and sort of seems like more of a visceral experience in the car. I'm also lucky enough to work with the guys on the Subaru Rally Team USA. I've learned tons from those guys and work together as like a really cool group of guys on the team. So that's probably what helps me do well at rally and try and learn everything I can from all the people I'm around.
While Derek Nelson pushes on, the battle for second in two-wheel drive heats up. Dave Clark and Jennifer Daly are head-to-head against the Bobbins. Despite being down on horsepower, Matt and Dan Bobbin have been holding down second for most of the event. Considering they sport horsepower figures in the low hundreds, they're holding strong against machinery like Graham Bruce's Porsche, who is currently in fifth. Sometimes clean driving and commitment wins out over brute force.
Went really well this morning. I had a clean run, took a bunch of time on the other guys, so that was good. Then the second one, Nicola downhill. Yeah, I had an okay stage, but maybe I was a bit conservative. But yeah, good first loop. Everything's fine with the car. Yokohama tires were perfect again this morning. I'm really happy. Good start.
Wasn't a great first stage. Second stage was a lot better. It's a tight, fast downhill stage, very narrow in places, and I really enjoyed it. It was one of the best stages of the rally, and the time was pretty good. I'm really looking forward to the longer stages. They're new to everybody. We'll see how everyone else gets on.
This place has so many gotchas. I think the secret is fast and smooth and just don't make any mistakes. We're chipping away at 2 for sure. We'll see how much we gain on the next couple stages.
Well, it just has to hold together for another 90 stage K.
Things are going really well. We're managing to stay ahead of Boris and Derek Nelson, and that's our goal today. Is anything can happen.
There comes a point in the rally when every team, no matter their position on the leaderboard, has to make the call. Push hard or hold tight. Risk can be rewarding or carry consequences. But even holding steady holds no guarantees. A blown engine robs Schmidtke and Hall of a podium. For Lestage and Ockwell, risk is pointless. They have made their mark and set the pace for the entire event. They need to keep calm and collect the result. The Subaru Canada team settles into second, with a large gap above and below them. For others, a couple steps higher on the ladder is within reach. Schmidtke's engine failure has bumped Nelson to fourth, and he's within striking distance of an overall podium. They are acutely aware of the rarity of this moment. Behind them, Dave Clark and Jennifer Daly are still chasing down second in two-wheel drive. But the Bobbins aren't making it easy. It's a case where simply holding your position involves taking risks. And with over 40 kilometers remaining, this one is too close to call. The picturesque surroundings of Merritt, BC have taken their toll on the rally teams this weekend. This will be the last chance to make repairs before the final 24-kilometer showdown.
Perfect. Went too fast in a bridge with a dip the first time and busted the front bumper and bent a little bit the intercooler. But everything was okay the second time. I didn't even know before I got here. Very difficult stages though. We worked hard, the car took a beat, but we're here, so good.
Antoine Lestage isn't the only driver to feel good about making it to service. Martin Rowe is happy with a solid second place, while Derek Nelson has managed to snag third.
Is that about the only thing that you're having a problem with?
Yeah.
Tire pressures? it's a good place to be.
Yes.
All right.
I think we're solid.
Okay.
Tread on the thing, put some fuel in, clean the windshield.
Clean the windshield.
I rode down 1632, but they took us at 1640.
Yeah.
I think that puts us in third, so we'll see if we can hang on to that. It's not by much.
The iconic Helmer stage remains, and it demands respect.
It's a long stage, and I don't know that I have enough experience to have a lot of road memory. I'm familiar with it, but it's going to be new and exciting, especially in the dark. Helmer's Helmer, right? It's legendary, and I think if you don't treat it with respect, it can bite.
The Canadian Rally Championship is presented by Subaru. Confidence in motion. This is it, the final stage of the Pacific Forest Rally. 24 kilometers packed with just about everything this rally has to offer. Wide, flowing roads transform quickly into tight technical sections. The stage forces you to focus, and its duration can prove exhausting for even the most experienced teams. As much as Subaru Rally Team Canada would like to be fighting for first, the new car has shown its durability over the brutal event. The wins will come soon enough. In two-wheel drive, Dave Clark and Jennifer Daly are less than 40 seconds behind the Bobbins. Normally a comfortable gap, both teams know that anything could happen on such a long stage. The two-wheel drive leader is long gone, overshadowing outstanding drives by Boris Georgievich and Leanne Janilla, claiming fourth in a production rally car, and Kenny Wahl and Aaron Newman in fifth on Wahl's first ever national event. Back to the leaders, their rally is just about complete. One red finish board to go, and Antoine Lestage will be the winningest driver in Canadian rally history.
That's all. Yes, sir. Champion. Well done. Congratulations, number 7. Thanks, Tom.
Lestage's victory marks his 7th driver's title. Subaru's Rowe and Richard take their second podium in as many events, while Nelson and Newell in the gravel machine gun land the final overall podium position ahead of the Bobbins in the two-wheel drive race. Antoine Lestage chalks up his 4th straight win of the season, and with 2 events remaining, only 10 points separate the next 5 drivers for second. Every event, another chapter of Canadian rally history, is written. Today, a page was bookmarked for historians.
I think we might have it.
Miss Recce, car number 36, and you finished on the podium.
Great.
Yeah, so happy for you guys.
Thank you. Unofficial 3rd. Yeah. I finished up behind Antoine and Mark in the Subaru, so put a two-wheel drive on the podium. We're pretty stoked.
It is a record that could stand for decades.
Done it! Okay, bud. Way to go. Good job. That's it. All right. Champion. Encore. A 7th championship for me. It's something very special. 4 wins in a row this year. The last 3 with Alan. A perfect record with him. Very good relationship.
Yeah, the ultimate goal is always the championship for our team. So for Antoine to get a 7th and set a new record, it's a highlight for a career, and it's a fantastic experience for all of us.
Thanks to the team, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to everybody who's been helping us. You know, there's a lot of effort behind this, and really happy.
With 2 more chapters left to write this season, it's a book you won't want to put down.